welcome to the Tea and a Butty podcast with me, Dominic.
And me, Erica.
And today we're going to be talking about Fat Tuesday, is it?
Fat Tuesday.
Or Shrove Tuesday, depending on where you are. Or Pancake Day. Because it's Pancake Day.
No, not Pancake.
It's Pancake Day. It's
Shrove
Pancake
Tuesday,
Day.
Fat Tuesday.
It's
not Pancake
Pancake Day. It's Pancake Day, everybody.
Yeah, today, actually.
Yeah, today is
Today
pancakes.
is the
So get your
day.
pancakes on, bro.
Did you have pancakes for breakfast? Let us know.
Yeah, well, pancakes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's like pancakes all day, every day. Because when I was a kid, back in the old country, back in St. Olaf.
Picture it.
Picture it. Back in St. Olaf.
Yeah.
Picture it. Sicily, 1912.
Picture it. Britain, 1990.
Picture it. Britain, 1998. The 90s. Britain, the 90s. I was, we all used to get excited for Pancake Day. I remember it was a big thing, because, we'd go to school. And we'd be like, I can't wait to go home and have pancakes, make pancakes. Because I'd be making pancakes. I'd do it, and it would be like the old kind of way of making them, like crepes, yeah.
If you're American and you've never seen the way British people make pancakes, their pancakes are basically what we in America call crepes. They're really thin.
Yeah, they're pretty much the same thing, yeah.
Yeah. Or if you're my uncle when he was little, apparently called them creepies.
Creepies. You're going to make some creepies. Yeah, you've told me that story.
I don't know. He always wanted my mom to make him some creepies, apparently.
Make some creepies, yeah. Because, in Britain, the traditional way is like, it's just flour, eggs, and water, like a pancake mix. But it's a different kind of... If you don't know what crepes are, crepes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Some people might not. I just assume everybody
They're quite different to American pancakes, is that they're flatter.
Mm-hmm.
And
you usually eat them rolled up.
And that's what we did too.
In Britain, you eat them rolled up also? We
eat them rolled up with some lemon and sugar in them.
Because crepes, I guess that's the French word, right?
Yeah, it's a French word, but it's apparently a slightly different way of making them or something. I don't know.
Noticed when I've seen them before, they're not just like a thin pancake. They have like little holes or bubbles in them in like a lot of
yeah.
They have a bit of a texture.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they have it's the same sort of thing.
This became a podcast about pancakes rather than pancake days.
We're talking about it's Pancake Day. That's what it is. All around the world, pancakes crumble for me. If you're a big, what's it called?
Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray. Well, speaking of sugar.
Speaking of the 90s.
Speaking of the 90s, speaking of sugar, you got sugar and lemon.
Absolutely disgusting.
We did it one day.
Disgusting.
Didn't I make them for you once?
Yes.
With the traditional British way. The British way.
Yes.
With sugar and lemon. It's just a sprinkle of sugar and some lemon juice.
Yeah.
Usually.
You bite into the crunchy sugar and then like a tangy bread. It's just bizarre. I don't know how that became a thing. It's so weird.
I thought it was a bit weird, but I kind of started to like them after a while. I mean, let us know if you like them too.
No, they don't.
Yeah, you do. Yes. Because, nowadays you can stick Nutella on them.
Well, no, the other way we had them...
Cream and strawberry and everything.
The other way we had them when you made them the British way, which I don't mind them being, like, thin like that.
Yeah. But yeah, you roll them.
But the sugar and lemon, no. No,
that's the basic way. That's the basic way to have them.
The other way we had it, you put Lyle's golden syrup.
Yeah.
And that stuff is like, bleh,
well, that's Lyle's golden syrup. It's not pancake syrup. It's not runny syrup. It's quite thick syrup that you'd use to kind of like
thick liquid sugar.
Yeah. That's what syrup is. Syrup is liquid sugar.
No, I know that, but like pancake syrup has a flavor. in America, well,
it's artificially flavored with...
In this house, we usually do non-maple syrup because maple syrup is really super expensive.
Well, it's expensive in Britain too, yeah.
So it's like pancake syrup, you know. It's
I thought
like,
it was...
I guess it's like flavored like maple. I don't
no,
really know
it's
what
not flavored like
it's
it's not flavored like maple at all. It's just flavored like buttery butter. You know, I get that butter rich flavor, and it's like an artificial butter flavor. You know,
but it doesn't taste like the Lyle's.
No, it's not. No, it's not supposed to.
That tasted more just like pure sugar. I don't know.
So
it was
good.
so.
Everybody loves Lyle's golden syrup, don't you? Come on, everybody.
If you're British, do you put Lyle's golden syrup on your pancakes?
I put it in my porridge.
Yeah.
Do you know what porridge is?
Yeah, you do.
It's oatmeal. Yeah, I do. And
but it's not oatmeal day.
It's not oatmeal day, it's pancake day. It's Shrove Tuesday, which is the beginning of Lent. It marks Ash Wednesday is the beginning of Lent. I mean, what do you call it, Fat Tuesday over here if you don't eat pancakes or anything like that?
Well, because you eat. So it's
you just eat other things that are not exciting.
No, you just stuff yourself because then for Lent you're depriving yourself.
Yeah,
you're going to deprive yourself. You know, I don't know how.
Well, no, you give up. You give up. You don't give up eating for Lent.
No, you can give up whatever you want, but you're usually depriving yourself of something. That's the whole point of Lent. I'm guessing up for God. You know,
in Britain it was a case of,
or I'm giving up pancakes or
yeah.
whatever. Like. Maybe that's how it became Pancake Day, because everybody was like...
I'm giving up pancakes. I'm giving them up. That is it. I am done. No, I am done with pancakes forever.
Do we know why it's Pancake Day?
It's just a tradition. It just grew out of a tradition of, like, using up all the scraps of food. You know, of like sweet food, you know.
Yeah.
So it was like to make flour, eggs, and milk. Oh, I'm going to give up dairy, you know, or I'm going to give up whatever, you know, cheese or butter or whatever.
Cheese.
Well, you know.
All those cheesy
You can
pancakes.
make savory
yeah,
pancakes.
Yeah, you can. You can make potato pancakes.
And I mean, that's how Yorkshire puddings were born as well, you know, like that was like a scrap of like everything, and they would just put it in the oven and out came Yorkshire puddings. We were like, oh, these are good.
Yeah.
We'll have them. But it's not Yorkshire Pudding Day. It's Pancake Day.
I don't know why it's Pancake Day. It's Fat Tuesday. It's Shrove Tuesday. It's technically Shrove Tuesday, and then everybody calls it whatever, Pancake Day or Fat Tuesday or whatever. But yeah, it's Fat Tuesday because you're really gluttonous because you're about to go on Lent, you know, and people give up. You can give up whatever you want, you know.
Yeah.
You're not going to eat meat. You're definitely not going to eat meat. I think they don't eat. Catholics don't eat meat. Do they do Lent? Because
in Britain there's a different religious system.
Yeah, I was going to say
England has its own church.
It's different in quotation marks.
It's based on the Catholic way, but because no pope.
Yeah. But everything is pretty much Catholic. So do they do Lent then?
Yeah.
That's for another podcast.
It's for another podcast, yeah. I mean, yeah, they do. I know it's like the beginning of Lent. You know, it's based on the Catholic model.
Yeah.
You know.
So you can give up meat, or no, you don't give up meat the whole time. You just don't eat meat on Fridays. You eat fish on Fridays during Lent.
Fish, yeah.
Yeah. So if you notice over here, this has become a Lent podcast now, but all of the fast food places over here, I don't know if it's the same in Britain, but over here, all of a sudden they'll come out with their fish burgers around this time of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of
fish
advertisements,
sandwich,
signs and everything. Yeah, our fish, come try our fish sandwich because people are eating fish on Fridays. Go ahead.
According to Wikipedia now, in some traditions in the UK on Pancake Day, according to Wikipedia, in the United Kingdom, as part of the community celebration, many towns held traditional Shrove Tuesday mob football games, some dating as far back as the 17th century. And Shrove Tuesday was once known as a half-holiday in Britain, and it started at 11 a.m. with the ringing of a church bell. On Pancake Day, pancake races are held. I remember one of them being in...
What is a pancake race?
Pancake races are held in villages and towns across the UK. I don't know if it's still a thing, but I remember when I was a kid there was a thing like this as well. The Tradition is said to have originated in 1445. Do you remember that? 1445?
1445.
What a year. When a housewife from Olney in Buckinghamshire was so busy making pancakes, so 1445. That's where it goes back to.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
It was just like, yeah, this day is Pancake Day.
Why?
She was so busy making pancakes, this woman, that she forgot the time until she heard the church bells ringing for the service. She raced out of the house.
Still carrying
Imagine
the
Miriam
pan.
Margolyes in this role. She raced out of the house to church while still carrying her frying pan and pancake, tossing it to prevent it from burning.
What? This cannot be true.
The pancake race remains a relatively common festive tradition in the UK and especially England. Participants with frying pans race through the streets tossing pancakes into the air and catching them in the pan while running. Yeah, I remember it. I do remember that happening.
Oh my god.
The pancake race at Olney traditionally has women contestants who carry a frying pan and race over a 415-yard course to the finishing line.
This must be some really lightweight...
The rules are strict. Contestants must toss the pancake at the start and the finish and wear a scarf and apron.
What? Why do they have to wear a scarf?
Because the guy wrote down.
Because the woman in 1445 had the
was
scarf and
apron. Who wrote this down? Who thought, I should record this for posterity?
This is what we're going to do
From
from
this
now
house,
on.
this housewife, look at her running crazily with her pancake, like, oh, I should record this. This has got to be a tradition. I don't even know.
And so people are like, yeah, we're gonna do that from now on. We're gonna toss our pancakes in the air and no, those must have been some really lightweight, flimsy frying pans. They're not like the
well, that's the tradition of
heavy
tossing
bottom
them.
cast iron skillets that
No,
we have. You wouldn't be able to
you need
run
two
with
of them to, two of them to
that's
give
a
it.
workout.
That is a workout. Because I take the thing off the hob sometime, off the burner, as they call it over here, the hob, and to dish it up or something, and it's cast iron. It's Iron Man stuff. It's like, oh,
you're not lifting enough weights.
I'm not lifting enough weights.
Gotta get you
I'm lifting
gym.
frying pans every day, making your pancakes, running out of the house, tossing them.
Oh my god. So 1445. You know what? I'm thinking now, when I was growing up in the small panhandle Texas town that I lived in,
the cast iron panhandle.
They had a pancake
thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It must have been around this time of year. They had a pancake. I guess they called it dinner.
They had a pancake. It was just the pancake that came around the house.
It was for the church, I think. So yeah, it must have been around this time. You paid to get in, and then you just ate all the You just went crazy eating pancakes. So it had to have gone like.
I mean, it's a relatively cheap meal when you think about it. All you need is a gob of flour.
Oh god, yeah.
Loads of eggs and milk.
They take forever to make though. If you're making very many of them, I mean, if you're just making a couple, but if you're making if
you've got like a huge range, like a huge stove range, and you've got like a massive electric griddle.
Yeah, I guess
you can put like 16 small pancakes on.
If you're making them on every burner. Yeah.
Since 1950, the people of liberal Kansas and Olney have held the International Pancake Day.
There we go.
A race between the two towns. The two towns' competitors race along.
A race between the two towns?
Yeah.
Jesus, how close together are these towns?
I guess they're quite...
Again, this information is coming direct to you from Wikipedia.
Yeah.
The two towns' competitors race along an agreed-upon measured course.
Yeah, it's a measured course, because this is...
the times of the two towns...
This is Kansas in the U.S., so...
Well, yeah, I mean, do you have Kansas in Britain?
No, and we have Boston, though, as we were just watching with Wild Bill. But anyway, yeah, and so I guess it's a thing over here. Oh, there you go.
The times of the two towns' competitors are compared to determine a winner overall. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
After the 2009 race, Liberal was leading with 34 wins to Olney's 25. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the pancake, and the whole action of tossing the pancake is a thing, too. Mm-hmm. Like in Britain. Like, it's like, I remember my dad doing it. It's like, okay, I've got the pancake cooking on one side. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, whoa! And it you toss it up in the air and see if you can get it flipped
Yeah.
perfectly. A lot of people tossed it too high, got stuck in the ceiling, that kind of thing, and it's just like, oh, that's ruined that one.
You guys' pancakes are so thin. I don't...
Well, that's just England, though. In Wales, they make creme pog.
Which is what?
This pretty much the same thing as an American pancake.
Really?
It's fluffier and everything like that.
Oh,
and
really?
There's something called a Scotch pancake, which you can buy, which is a small thing. They call it drop scone as well up in Scotland, and it's almost the same thing as an American pancake. My gran used to buy Scotch pancakes all the time, and they're pretty much American pancakes.
I remember we bought some from like Asda or Tesco one time. Yeah. They were in the bakery section, and you guys know here in America how our bread comes in a loaf of bread in the bread section. You can just get it already everything.
Pre-done.
It's full of preservatives, whatever. But so they had like a package of pre-made pancakes like that in the the bakery section. We were like, oh yeah, let's get these. Yeah, they were little. They were like, but yeah, they tasted exactly the same. I think.
Yeah, well, pretty much the same. Yeah.
I want to say a whole package was like £2 or something like
£2. They also they had like ready-made crepes, whatever they call them. English pancakes, I'm going to call them for the duration of this show. French crepes. And they also have them. I used to buy them when I couldn't be bothered to make pancakes, and I used to just heat them up in the fryer. Yeah. And then I just put like Nutella or banana on them,
Yeah. Because when you get them over here, they're usually rolled, and they'll be stuffed with like whipped cream and strawberries or something Nutella. Like that. Yeah, I mean...
over here, maybe not, but in Britain, Nutella's a big deal.
Yeah.
Biscoff spread's now becoming a big thing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
In America...
I was thinking, should we make crepes tomorrow? Make creepies tomorrow?
We're filming this on Monday, if you can't tell. We haven't had our pancakes yet. I don't know whether you guys have had yours.
Should we make crepes?
No.
Or should we make American pancakes?
American, yeah. I'd never choose... I would never... That'll be a poll. We'll put that poll
Waffles up. Or pancakes is another choice.
What do you prefer? Crepes or American-style pancakes? We do buttermilk pancakes are popular in certain areas of the United States.
I do like a good old buttermilk pancake.
Yeah. They don't do that everywhere, buttermilk. They would just be like, I don't know, just made with regular milk, I guess. I don't know what the difference is, but I think it's in the South. It's very popular to make buttermilk pancakes. You can probably get them everywhere, but
yeah, I mean, you get them in a box over here. Like the mix.
Yeah,
just comes in a box. And
does it not come like that in Britain?
I don't remember. No, I don't think it does. I mean, I guess it does.
Yeah,
but
you can make them from scratch. I mean,
they're easy enough to make from scratch. Flour, eggs, and water. Oh, and eggs and milk. And that's about it, isn't it?
Yeah. Oil.
Oil, yeah. Need the oil.
Yeah. But yeah, people like to put all kinds of stuff in their pancakes in America, too. Like, if you go to IHOP, in America, we have a restaurant called IHOP, in case none of you have ever heard of it before. The International House of Pancakes.
They give out free pancakes every year, because I think in Britain there's like a free pancakes thing with some restaurants and stuff. They do it, But over here, like if you're a Brit over here, the pancake day isn't a thing. So if you wanted to go to Kirby Lane or IHOP or another pancake, Denny's or Waffle House, I think that's another place, isn't it?
I don't know if they do pancakes at Waffle House. I've never been to Waffle House. Just a little FYI.
Waffle House, yeah. Waffle House just do waffles, I guess.
Yeah, I'm assuming so. I
don't know. They don't give out free pancakes, on Pancake Day. So you'd think, oh, that's a thing to do. But I guess because there's no tradition.
Because it's not Pancake Day over here. Yes. That's why.
It's Fat Tuesday, but not Pancake Day. This is the perfect day to give out pancakes.
There's no such thing as Pancake Day.
This day of pancake. But it's like Mardi Gras and all that is happening in New Orleans and stuff.
Yeah, it happens. So Mardi Gras happens for the week leading up to Tuesday.
So it's just like...
Well, Tuesday's the last day. That's it. And then
we've got a friend down who's in New Orleans right now.
Hi, Jay.
Hello, Jay. You're having a good time.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never been to Mardi Gras. I've never been... Another little side note for you. A little bit of information
Never
for you.
been in New Orleans, never been in Mardi Gras.
I've never been to Louisiana, period.
And it's right next door. It's right... It's like 2 hours away, 3 hours away, isn't it?
No.
5 hours, okay.
Yeah.
Give or take an hour.
5 hours might be closer. New Orleans, I've looked it up before. To drive to New Orleans from Austin, it's like 9 hours. So to get to the Louisiana border, I'm not sure. It'll be less than that, obviously, but like maybe 6 hours, 7 hours. But yeah, all this time I've lived in Texas, never been to New Orleans. I mean, never been to Louisiana, period. So that's sad.
That's sad. We'll take a moment
if
now
to... If we have any listeners in Louisiana who would like to invite us over.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just a kind of thing, you know, it's just like a big tradition, and I just can't believe it hasn't been a thing over here, considering IHOP is so huge, and, you know, everybody loves pancakes.
There is a time of year. I want to say that it's somewhere around this time. It definitely doesn't fall. It definitely doesn't fall on Pancake Day, but there is a time that they do free pancakes at.
It's what IHOP. Yeah, it's like once a year, all you can eat. I think, isn't it? Because this person I'm reading about woes of a Brit in America.
TheTab.com.
She said to her roommate, "Tell me Pancake Day is a thing here." And she said, "Well, IHOP gives out free pancakes once a year. Let me Google when they're doing that this year." This was a few years back. So it's just kind of like, it just seems to me that this would be the perfect occasion to mark with free pancakes.
Yeah. You know? I can see it becoming Pancake Day. You know what I mean? It seems like...
because of the internet?
Yeah, because of social media and people making friends, you know, around the world, and all of, you know, it seems like everybody's
and there's more and more Anglophiles coming up, you know.
Well, you know, you're talking to people and they're all going on about Pancake Day, and then you were just over here like, what is Pancake Day? You know, what's going on? And everybody's so excited about, oh yeah, I'm having pancakes for Pancake Day.
What's Eurovision? I remember that tweet.
Yeah.
A lot of people going, what's Eurovision all about?
Yeah, so things are seemingly starting to spread, you know, starting to, which... I'm of two minds about, but that's another podcast.
Yeah, you know, you don't want everything to be the same.
Yeah. But yeah, it's fun. But then again, it is also fun too when you have friends in Britain or, you know, wherever and everybody's talking about something. You go, oh yeah, we're doing it over here too. Yeah. Which we do because we have a British person in this house, so we have pancakes.
Yeah. We have pancakes. Well, I'm going to do them tomorrow, and I'm going to eat them, whether you eat them or not.
Let us know what your favorite type of pancake is.
Yeah, and if you prefer pancakes to waffles, because there's a debate about that, isn't there?
Yeah.
Pancakes and waffles. Some people don't like waffles.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
or vice versa.
Or vice versa, they don't like pancakes, and they only like waffles. It's strange to
both.
me. It's very strange, because... they're the same thing, except maybe it's a texture thing.
Maybe,
because you know, like the waffles have that texture. I remember what I've been wanting to. Just going off topic. We went to this hotel. One of your family came in to visit, and they were in this hotel. And we went for breakfast with them at their hotel, and they had this waffle maker there, and this pre-battered stuff, and you put it in the waffle maker, and the waffle maker was shaped like Texas, you know, in the state of Texas. So, all these waffles were coming out looking like Texas. I was like, oh, we need to get one for the house. It's really cute.
No, you mentioned that, and it just reminded me when you were talking about the pre-boxed pancake mix. They also do have that, like in a shaker.
You just add water, or you add milk or something to it, and you just shake it.
And you literally just pour it out, like you don't even have... No, I don't think you have to add anything to it. You get it in the refrigerated section. It's already got everything. Yeah. And you just shake it and then...
Pour. Shake and pour.
Yeah.
Like shake and bake.
Shake and
pour. But you helped.
Oh, God.
Well, yeah, I mean... Yeah.
But yeah, we have this restaurant here in Austin called Kirby Lane, and Kirby Lane Cafe.
They do huge
Hashtag
pancakes.
not sponsored, by the way.
Very much not sponsored.
But yeah, they do really, really good pancakes. And they always have flavored or like a special pancake. Oh, what's our pancake of the day? You know, like some places
said
have
something about it.
soups of the day.
Because we put a post up on Instagram.
Oh, yes.
If you don't follow us on Instagram, go follow us.
We'd
on
also
Instagram,
like to
Tea and
thank
Butty.
Avon Ellis for becoming our newest patron.
Yes, Avon,
Yes.
you're our new patron. Thank you very much.
We so
we are
appreciate
very,
that.
very appreciative of you.
Yeah, we really do appreciate that.
She's an author, and go check out her books, Avon Ellis.
She mentioned
coming to Austin, because she lives here in Texas, I think. So she mentioned coming to Austin and going, oh, Kirby Lane and its gingerbread pancakes.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
They do pumpkin pancakes. They do some really questionable flavors sometimes,
well,
so I'm just like...
Banana pancakes, I think, would be my favorite.
Banana are
pancakes.
good. Those are standard. Blueberry pancakes, chocolate chip. Some people really like chocolate chip pancakes.
Why do you put chocolate chip in the pancakes?
Well, my question is, I've
never had them.
You're gonna eat a pancake with chocolate chips in, and then you're gonna put syrup on the top also? That just sounds like, too much. Oh my god, you're like thinking yes, but no.
Yes, I'm just like Alf here. I'm just like, yeah.
Oh my
yes.
gosh. They've done red velvet. Yeah, they get very
red velvet. Yeah.
Yeah,
and just chocolate pancakes, just chocolate, haven't they? Yeah, I'm sure I've seen that too.
But to me, the best ones are just the plain old buttermilk.
The plain
pancakes.
old butter. You cannot go wrong. It's like a New York cheesecake. You cannot go wrong with just the plain cheesecake.
All right, I think we've gone on about pancakes.
We have.
Long enough.
Did you enjoy that? Are you hungry for pancakes now? Are you going to make some today or tomorrow or whenever you're going to listen to this?
Yeah. Well, today is pancake day in listening time.
Listening time, today is pancake
Unless you're
day.
late listening to this, in which case it's already happened. And you have pancakes? You
might be listening to this on a pancake day far in the future. When we are all dead. And the internet is still there and nobody's there to power it.
Here's a question for you guys. Did you know about Pancake Day before this podcast? Did you know that was a thing in Britain? I'm curious because I didn't.
Yeah. You didn't know, did you?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, you didn't care about Britain.
I didn't know any British people before I met you.
It's like, I don't know. And that'll be coming up on my American rant in a future podcast. Future episode.
Oh, look out for that one.
Look out for my American rant, because Erica's done her British rant.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
So now it's time for my revenge.
If you're British.
For to weak my wenge.
Yeah, if you're British and you want to get triggered, go back and look for my rant about things.
Triggered. So triggered, mate.
But yeah, so I think that's good for pancakes.
Yeah. Good for Pancake Day, anyway.
As we mentioned before, we do have a new patron, Avon Ellis, who we really appreciate. If you would like to become a patron, you can check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/teeandabuddy.
Yeah.
We have all kinds of
groovy
benefits
things
and extra content that you guys can get that only patrons
we're going to be doing a Q&A on there soon. So,
this week. Yeah.
If you've submitted questions, that's the only way you're going to be able to hear our answers.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Q&A, a patron-only Q&A podcast. Yeah, so be looking out for that on our Patreon. And I guess we'll talk to you next time.
We will talk to you next Pancake Day.
Thank you for listening. As always, we appreciate you so much. And bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.